us and we start and we're in.
Hi.
Hi, everybody.
Howdy do.
Okay.
If you hear a weird sound, that is Nova sharpening her claws on cardboard.
You bet.
Anyway.
So, anyway,
She decided to.
what are you gonna say there, Slapdash, for the opening? I because you can't do previously on. Actually, you can because
Yeah,
we're
I was gonna say
live.
we can.
But it's just not going to be an informed previously on.
Right.
Also, our notes for this game are not going to be nearly as nice.
No.
Notes?
Yeah,
No.
exactly.
No.
Mackenzie is magical. Like, the Mackenzie is a note fairy who's at the other table.
Mackenzie is the best person at taking notes
It's pretty great.
and at having the notes be a good like summation, but still very detailed that I have ever been at a table with. Ever.
She is pretty great.
I volunteer to take notes and see if mine hold up to
You volunteer as
a
tribute.
measure of standard.
I'm vanishing
Have
because
fun.
I'm
Opening a window for my
Anyway.
cat.
Even when I
Anyway.
try, they're not good.
Yeah, mine are usually too long. Anyway,
Mine are two sentences that I don't remember later.
yeah. We return you now to our previously.
Crashing back through the void of the universe.
Yeah, I was going to say. We return you now to your regularly scheduled episode of Wild Sea, already in progress. Thank
you. Today, the role of Slapdash will be played by Mike.
No, the role of Mike will be played
by Slapdash.
I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
Get it
God,
right.
they have-
Apologies, I had to buffer for a moment.
Hold on, I forgot to download my software update previously.
Introduction program malfunctioning. Recalculating.
My God.
So, you know what
I
this
love
means?
the idea that your
Huh.
software update takes 30 minutes and you say recalculating every second for this whole time. Just
I would smash in your bionic head with a
until
mallet.
someone comes along and just chat on the back of the head, and then the recalculating actually goes through.
Oh, I see. Like an old PD.
Recalculation complete. Kinetic adjustment applied.
percussive force is my friend. What?
Right?
Much
Look,
like the
It would not
much
be
like
the first
old
time I've
microwaves.
tapped the side of a machine to get it to behave.
Right.
Tap.
Yes.
I'm warning
That feels
you.
a little gentle.
Manual user override. Yeah.
Right.
And on that note, my water for hot chocolate's ready, so I'll be right
You
back.
bet.
while you-
I'd be lying if I said I never looked at a computer or a cell phone or a video game console and went, "Hey, enough!" and just wanted it to. And sometimes that works. Like, hey, cut that shit out.
I should have her go to get her hot chocolate and have me go, "Oh, Lasahana, you found me."
Nice.
I just make her think we're
I will
starting.
run you through a wood chipper if you don't cut it out. Like,
That would end very poorly for the wood chipper.
right.
Ow!
I captured my
Ow.
PlayStation 1 until the
Ow.
bearings fell out the bottom of it. Like,
Oops.
I'm pretty sure Slapdash is a wood chipper,
that talks.
Yeah.
right? Technically an incinerator, I think.
No, honestly, no. I do have razor prongs on my series of tubes.
That's
Wow. Wow. That sounds like a sex thing. Wow. like
Yeah.
that sounds deeply
Jay,
penetratively wrong.
I'm sorry, but I need to just do a real quick check-in with you. If that sounds like a sex thing to you, are you okay? What is happening in your home?
So all I caught in the kitchen
never mind
was
who does
something
what.
something in a wood chipper. Why is there stuff in a wood chipper?
I'm gonna need to call
Don't worry
him.
about it.
The wood chipper was
Anyway.
in the past. Mike's
It'll
thorny
be your
bits are in the
least favorite
present.
part of the game today, so don't worry about it.
Great. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, so
Um,
I renamed all my weapons. So
That also, as previous time. Moving on.
They're actually named because I don't know that we knew the name.
no,
Right?
I didn't like the idea of having like an arbalist and all that other stuff. So I renamed like the crossbow that's in my rib cage is now called a gentle ribbing. I have a series of tubes. I have gyro mode and I have a hatchet job.
You're not helping.
You are not helping at all. Now it really, really sounds like a sex
Yeah,
thing.
Jay
I was
needed
reaching
to.
before. Now I'm not. Like,
Jay should have waited for the sex toy statement
God
for
damn
about
it.
2 minutes. Because before it sounded like a concerning detail in his personal life. Now it's just funny.
Yeah. So for the people who don't know what's going on right now, which is probably everyone watching,
who has no idea because we've given no context other
Down
than
with
saying it's
context.
Wild Seed.
Yeah.
That's it.
yeah, the current campaign we're attempting to engage in here.
Attempt is a strong word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it started off as a weird, freaky hybrid of Pathfinder Second Edition and the Wild Sea. We're basically maintaining that here. Wild Sea setting, Pathfinder mechanics. It makes sense if you don't think about it too much.
Yep, it's great.
Or if you think about it way too much.
I would argue that anything upon further analysis then not making sense did not make sense to begin with. But sure.
So
Skill issue.
yeah, so we
get good. Like,
See, now that I'm not
Skill
trying
issue,
to
think
juggle
about it hard
two things
enough.
at once.
Anyway,
you can comment, yeah.
I can. It's amazing.
So yeah,
Screen
yeah,
power.
it's yeah. So anyway, we engaged in a home game that was many weeks and weeks long, and then we sort of
we've been playing this for a
has it
year.
been a year?
a year, yeah.
Weeks
And so
and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks.
Right,
So
yeah.
we kinda-
a year is weeks and weeks.
It's
He was not
52.
inaccurate per se.
It's 52 of them, yeah. So
Yeah,
anyway,
right.
we did that. We played the game.
Uh-huh.
We reset the universe in our last session, and now we're sort of starting over from scratch. With our currently existing, we lost the player who was going to be who was playing our previous captain. So this is sort of a full tonal reset. So our crew currently consists of La Sahana, who's I think the last person standing from the original crew.
Yes, and so
I hadn't
if
actually
you
thought
reset
of
the
that,
universe,
but
we didn't
yes.
reset their memories. So she now has to deal with all the shit and trauma from all the things that you've never seen.
Right.
Yeah.
So
that'll be a nice lighthearted moment for her for sure.
yeah, a little bit of existential crisis there.
Yeah, how does it feel to be
just as a
truly
treat.
alone?
Yeah, so my character
I have my cat still, okay?
Yeah.
All that matters.
That's true.
Whisper is alive and well and doing great. Whisper is a cat that is basically made up of autumnal leaves and wind. She's great.
Right? She doesn't shed, right?
Well, no, she sheds leaves.
She
Well,
sheds
yeah, but they
leaves.
decompose
What
and
do you
break down,
mean?
right? Like, it's
Anyway.
closer to dandruff and less like fur.
Yeah.
Actually, that might not
Sure.
be better. I don't know.
Sure.
The clip says he doesn't
Danfer?
shed leaves, so
Furtif?
he can't be Whisper.
It's
Anyway.
okay. Mycelia will just come along and sweep it up and absorb it and turn it into compost.
Right.
So speaking of mycelia, next.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So yeah, obviously Heather's playing La Sahana. That was our our one of our original crew members.
The soul
Has been through the gauntlet.
Survivor.
She is a human sorcerer, Amberborn.
Correct.
Which means nothing
Right.
to the audience, and that's okay.
Not
Yeah.
a damn thing.
Amberborn. You were basically encased in amber when the Wild Sea trees erupted from the ground in a massive worldwide apocalypse. We are now post that, and we've been living in this environment for several years. We're trying to adjust and trying to figure out what to do in this new sort of ocean of trees environment.
Oh, Jay changed my name too. Soul Survivor.
Beautiful.
I was like, you already had my name as Lhasa. Oh.
Yeah. So yes, my first character Hiram died in rather spectacular fashion.
I was just gonna say in spectacular fashion.
Yeah. About
Again,
midway
particle
through
is
that,
too big
maybe-
a word,
yeah.
you said.
Yeah.
maybe 2/3 of the way through. We've reset it. He will now be an NPC. I'm probably going to continue to voice him in between, but
Oh, I'm
my-
not gonna do it. I can't follow that.
yeah. So my backup character, Slapdash Van Debris, is a peculiar little robot hanging out.
I'm glad you said the last name because I would have pronounced that Van Space Debris, and you don't. Good to know.
Yeah.
That's not a
Slapdash Van Debris
right.
at your service, sir.
Like Van de Camp. You bet.
Yes. Anyway, So he joined the party, I want to say about 2/3 of the way through, immediately after Hiram died. Mycelia, my sister's character Liz, joined shortly afterward. And I don't know, no one knows what's going on with Nicole's character, who is apparently not the person we've been playing with for the past year.
Mycelia, to be clear, is a mushroom person.
Yes.
If
the name didn't get that away.
Yeah.
A mushroom person.
Slapdash is a ship part robot, sentient life form.
Yes, a sentient pile of random junk that assembled.
What are you called? An Ironbound?
Scrapbot.
Yeah.
Oh, from the setting, I mean.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's Ironbound.
Yeah, I think it's Ironbound. Yeah. And
then Nicole, my sister, her character is not going to be the character that she has been playing with us, that was a sentient person inside of a ring. And instead is going to be an actual, like, walking, talking person, which I don't even know if it's human or not.
Yeah, and
well, that's subjective in a fantasy world,
right?
And we don't know who this person is or how they got here. She's just here now.
Yes, I have discovered in this moment that your name isn't going to be Chris. Just now.
Yeah, because I have been extremely relaxed at making like real data for this character. It's all in my head currently. So here's the thing.
I do need 2 parts of it. How many hit points does
I
this
know,
man have?
and I didn't get that far.
Don't have that information.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing is I owe you this, and in this game right now, depending on how engaged my character is with things, I'm gonna try and give you that. We'll see.
Sure. I love that. I'm gonna try. That's real honest, and I appreciate
that. The thing is, I got stuck for
your character's
13 and a half days.
Eternal healing potions to try to buff up their HP, and it's however many you can down before the start of the game. Like, how does this work?
Got an IV bag full of healing
her Red Bulls before coming on ship, and it's just like, I got 10 monsters. Let's go.
I gotta grind so I can level up, so I can get some more HP. Hold on.
Yeah.
So the thing is, Jay, you said we can choose our own adventure when it comes to ability score bases, right?
Yep.
And my brain went, well, I've got 35 ways to do this in my head. Which one do I want? Oh no, it's been 2 weeks. Whoopsie daisy. And then it's been a month because we skipped last time.
Or so no, what you're saying is I inadvertently paralyzed you with the power of choice. My apologies.
Because the thing is, I was like, wow, I mean, there's so many choices, but like,
would it help if I narrow that down to a choice?
Oh no, I decided
okay,
10 minutes before jumping in this call.
All right. All right.
And that is going to be standard array from 3.5.
That is better than what I thought you decided right now. Woo!
I'm going back to my roots because I said, I know a way to make this not so difficult, which is I'm just going to borrow the thing that I've used the most often over in my lifetime. That doesn't require any calculations other than just plugging them in.
Which, to be clear, I do want to take responsibility for this being a Pathfinder / Wild Sea game, because I said, hey, Jay, I want a Pathfinder game. And he said, okay, what vibe? And I gave a vibe, and he went, that would go well with this thing. And I said, okay, let's do it. And he goes, but it's, hold on. And I said, both. And he said, okay.
Right.
So I am the reason why we are doing this. And then when everyone was like, but what if we pick one? I said, no, because I want to do Pathfinder and I like our current campaign. So I am the reason why this is complicated and more difficult than it needs to be. I am proud of it.
Should anyone, including Felix Isaacs, see this? There is no shade on the Wild Sea system. I think the system is lovely. And I think there are a stunning amount of times where a product is made where the setting and the system are bound up in each other and not easily separable. And that was a bad idea. And this isn't one of those times. The Wild Sea setting and the system blend together beautifully, which is why it's been frustrating to rip them apart. One, because I don't want to, and two, because they're well bound into each other.
And with the reset, we've also now pulled some stuff from the Wild Sea into our characters that wasn't there previously, so that's going to be fun. Also, anytime there's a random blank happening here or black passing or whatever, I have 2 cats that don't know personal space or how to
boundaries are for the
not
weak.
Involving
Wait, that's a bad life lesson.
No, boundaries are for a week.
Right.
This is Eclipse, by the way. Any cat that stops with his ass in my face is Eclipse.
Right. The other day, one of Heather's other siblings was like, "Jay, you're a low boundary friendship." You bet. Like, you bet. They're like, I can just talk about whatever. Look, there may be a thing that's going to make me go, "Whoa, stop." But I don't know what it is yet. Like, I haven't found it yet.
Real quick before I actually introduce my character, I would like to double check with the players on something, on how they feel about something, because we have the power of choice, and I'm making up whatever it is that's going to happen here. Does anybody on this call have a problem with my character having a different version of events than anything anyone else remembers because she hasn't been here for the reset and all the other stuff? And the reason I'm asking is because she's going to insist really hard that she knows what is currently going on, which is going to feel a little bit gaslighty if you don't know what's happening or your characters don't know what's happening. So if anybody doesn't want that, I won't do it.
It is wild to me that you asked.
I think that'll be fine, because I think for Lasahana, that's going to be the expectation, is that everybody off the ship is going to remember things differently.
Right, yeah.
And so she
really helpful.
She has a wildly different memory and is expecting to feel gaslit by everyone. So please lean into it.
To be clear,
you are not actually trying to gaslight us, the players.
No.
And your character's not trying to gaslight the characters.
But the way the conversation could go very much like the way a lot of gaslighting tends to go.
Right. Yeah, to be clear, when I was saying I'm surprised you asked, wasn't I don't think gaslighting is an issue. That's not what I meant. I meant within the confines of the story. Of course you're going to have a different opinion.
Well, but there's a huge difference between we disagree and I am going to
be a butt about it.
My reality being the valid one and you're wrong. There's a huge difference there.
Just to make sure we aren't sitting there going, wait a minute, does Nikki actually remember this differently?
Right.
No. To be clear,
maybe she does. Maybe she caught a blow to the head between now and last time we played.
To be clear, so we are starting at an earlier time than our game used to, even though at this point we're going to be starting about when our game used to. Because
look, it's the first time this has a job.
Heather,
and we were playing.
Heather, don't need this backstory.
I was just going to say that you had reason to not be there.
Nope. Don't need to talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're at the time we're at now, and that is the only thing that matters.
Sure. You bet.
I can tell you why later.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So my character. So I'm swapping out characters for reasons that don't matter on this stream. Mostly are like RP reasons. I was really struggling with making the character I originally made fit in, and I'm just totally swapping them out. So my character is jumping in after the reality reset. So she has nothing from beforehand.
Mm-hmm. No connection, we have no knowledge, we have nothing.
Yeah, so my thought process was she'll just be in the scene if that's okay, instead of like coming aboard and introducing herself or anything.
Mm-hmm. In her mind, she'll have been there the whole time, and we're all going to be going,
exactly.
We have suddenly a different memory in our heads of everything.
Yeah, which is why I wanted to check this first, because if that was we have her like introduce herself and come on board.
While I don't have any say beyond what the players have, let's just say the rest of you come first. If there was any consideration there, I'm on board for that. I grew up playing the Elder Scrolls. They do that a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Mm-hmm.
So Liz, it looks like it's fine. Heather, it looks like fine. Mike, just making sure that's okay.
Fine by me.
Okay.
Slapdash will almost certainly assume you have some form of psychosis or brain damage.
I mean, that's not false exactly.
I don't know that would apply to Nicole's character. I think it would apply to everyone else, though.
Right, that too.
And when the entire rest of the world believes one thing, and you're like, no, this is what happened. It's a little hard to.
Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Like maybe you'll begin to doubt yourself. Who knows? Right. Oh. So
anyway.
I should probably throw a quick disclaimer in there about my character, just
Sure.
as you put the disclaimer in there. But so my character has some physical attributes that are not canon for Gao, the Gao in the Wild Sea literature. This will be explained as part of her backstory as we go.
Okay,
So
sure.
if I say anything that doesn't match with what's in the book as far as what the Gao people can do, I will be getting to that as we go.
You bet.
Feel free other players to call it out if you're like, hang on a second, none of the other Gao we're running into ... Right, that's fine. I'm just treating it as a role play item.
Why are all of you green except this one? That's so we're just going to role play this out like you was on the ship the whole time. I see. You bet. No,
I'm gonna role play it out like I was on the ship the whole time.
yes, that's what I meant. Not everybody,
Not a
just you. You're gonna be like,
we
what? No, we
scenario.
met.
Also, is your character name as Maya?
Esmea.
Esme.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
She is gonna go by Esme.
Oh, I see.
Cute.
Or Esme, if depending on your accent.
Sure, right. So the only person who has original memories of the event, the whole thing anyway, is Lasahana. But Slapdash and Mycel will retain your memories up from the point in which you joined the campaign. Yes.
Mhm.
All right, this is what I thought. All right, you bet. So let's see here. You made the big decision, trademark big decision, trademark Louis Duck, and there's a flash of colored light, and you reappear on the Wild Sea just as it was. It's autumn. There are birds in the trees and little critters, not like the one above me, much smaller and much cuter than that. Lots of little chipmunk adjacent creatures, right? It's nice. The air smells the air tastes a little sweet. You can see the big purple gum fruits hanging off of branches. Gum fruits are called that for what I hope for obvious reasons. It is literally chewing gum flavored fruit that grows. It's everywhere. You're in the right season for it. It's a big resource in specific regions of the Wild Sea. It also keeps for months without anything that even remotely resembles refrigeration or salting or anything. So during the season, Wild Sea sailors come out in droves to collect it, to sell, to keep some of it, and to sell it for trade.
The first action of the campaign has already
was great.
happened. Mycelia took
I saw that.
Gum.
Like, oh, look at gum fruit.
Nom 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 nom.
You had me at fruits just passing boundaries.
Like, oh, yoink.
Does Mycelia, this is a question I've never asked before. Does Mycelia have a mouth
Or teeth.
or teeth?
Or
How
teeth.
does she talk?
You are a
She does have
mushroom.
mouth. She
She's
does
like
have a mouth.
she's like an
Well,
anteater.
you
There's
can't
just
ask if they have a mouth.
right.
Well, she doesn't need it to eat, so like, why?
Ah.
I'm thinking
she
of like
does-
a Kafka. You've got a bunch of. You don't really have teeth
Right.
so much as a gizzard.
There's
Sort
just
of
the vibrating
Jesus,
throat
sort of
stuff,
like
but there's no
grind
throat.
your
So-
mouth muscles together with a little bit of spit and a little bit of acid from the things you eat.
So,
No?
so Mycelia has two different ways that she consumes food. She has a
boy.
mouth. She has teeth. She has a like sort of a milder digestive system, if you will, less complex, right?
An all-encompassing digestive
So she
system.
doesn't have.
Right, like it's a mushroom. I will eat all the things. It'll just take
Right.
longer.
So there's two different ways that it goes. She either absorbs it through her skin if it's relatively crushed up and liquid, and she just absorbs it. If it requires a little bit more mastication or digestion or whatever else, then she can eat. She doesn't tend to eat a lot, but primarily for the benefit of being able to like detect what she's eating, right? Because that's where you can get a sense
Sure.
of taste and smell and texture and things like that.
Yeah, it'd be
Right,
kind
yeah.
of it would be kind of weird if our cook couldn't taste anything.
right.
No, it
Right.
would be. It wouldn't be weird. It would be incredibly interesting because
Right, yeah.
everything would come from memorized or looked up.
Yeah, my brain
researched.
immediately went to.
Right.
Do you have Ben and Jerry's? I don't know how regional a thing that is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's around, yep.
So I forget
Oh, it's
which
all
one
of
it
us.
is.
Oh, interesting.
I forget which one it is, Ben or Jerry. One of them couldn't taste very well.
I've heard this.
And was the taste
Yeah.
tester,
It
right?
was the taste
Which is a
tester.
wild decision. But that's why Chunks ended up in the ice cream, because he was like, "Hey, man, I know it's peanut butter because you told me, and because it's brown,
Uh-huh.
and I
yeah.
can
Funny
kind of taste
texture.
it, but I could
Yeah.
like psychologically make the jump faster if
Yeah,
you put
yeah,
like
yeah.
chunks in there."
Yeah.
Was it Mozart or Beethoven? We've had more than one composer who couldn't
Beethoven.
hear.
Beethoven.
Beethoven is deaf. Yeah. It
Right,
does-
yeah,
Yeah.
and created brilliant music. I'm just saying, like,
Well,
you could be
yeah.
literally
Slight-
incapable of taste. and
slight
make really good
caveat.
stuff. Sure.
Beethoven was not deaf. This is irrelevant to the game. So not a conversation. But Beethoven is kind of a weird example though, because he was not death from birth.
Oh, great. Yes,
Yeah,
that
he
is
lost
a
his hearing over
meaningful
time.
distinction.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Yes.
That does
So
make
Mycelia,
The only
Mycelia is
like
incapable of taste.
The only reason why it matters in terms of a cook as opposed to music is that if it's bad music, it doesn't kill you. If the cook doesn't know by taste that somebody slipped arsenic into the food,
You know what I
done
love?
for.
You know
What's
what I
that?
love about this?
The first thing Heather thought about was putting arsenic in your food.
Heather's my sibling. That doesn't mean anything.
Wow.
An insight into the family.
No,
Yes,
this is my.
yes,
I'm just
actually.
taking responsibility. Is what this is.
The Addams family.
It's not that we've sought out the information, it's that we've been presented with the lack of it and we went, let me look that up.
No. Heather's just heard me talk about poison too much, is what it is. No, genuinely.
You got to have a pastime. No judgment.
for sure.
No, genuinely, like, there's reasons for this that we're not going to talk about, but, Heather, but, I don't eat mushrooms because as a kid, mushrooms are like the poison of choice in fiction, perpetually.
Yep.
It's
That
just
and
how
hemlock.
you kill people. It's poison, or it's some weird
Hallucinogen.
nonsense word,
Yes.
or it's like some weird chemical from the future that doesn't exist. That's how you kill people in fiction. And when I was a kid, I read about mushrooms being the agent of death too much. And my 5-year-old brain went, and I'm not kidding about that age.
Yep.
My 5-year-old brain went, oh no, I'm not doing that. And I've never been able to, and I also don't like the texture of mushrooms in general, but genuinely,
something that is
very
very interesting that I do think also plays into how we play games, including this one, is Nicole comes in prepared with, I just wanted to know. I just looked it up and I go, oh yeah, and I made a decision. Shit, hold on.
Yeah.
I need to know about how this works.
Yeah.
Great.
So to give you all a little bit of an explanation to how Mycelia's anatomy is designed. Every time she's reborn, which is again not a canon thing that most gal can do, we'll get to that eventually. Every time she's reborn, she comes back slightly different. The original version of Mycelia that I created in the to make my image for my character, original Mycelia did not have teeth. This Mycelia does have a primitive teeth that are more like herbivore plates, right? So to help her crush up food so she can digest it easier. Because she has a mushroom, she feeds on compost, so it has to be broken up a fair amount for her to digest it properly. So if it's already broken down, she can kind of absorb it through her skin as she walks. Okay. But if she's eating something, and that lets her know that she's not putting something poisonous in people's food, because it gives her a chance to kind of better identify what she's eating after she's masticated it and swallowed it.
I was going the right direction.
Well, I was just thinking it'd be interesting if she couldn't tell. And prior to my character switch, Lasahana is the only one in danger. Because Slapdash is a robot.
There was one incident some years ago, but I learned. I adapted.
Mycelia's mushroom, Lasahana is a human. Slapdash is a robot.
Does this mean you don't eat at all?
Huh?
Slapdash, does this mean you don't eat?
Well, we already established this.
Right, but it's a new universe. I don't know if our cosmic roll of the die changed it, so we had, this is more like a Superman situation where I don't require food, but some food tastes good. That's how come Superman's pantry is filled with Oreos and chocolate milk.
Have taste buds to have it taste good?
Right.
Or is Slapdash somebody who the treats are little nuggets of iron or coins, or are we eating?
He's got trail mix of
metal
nuts and
that we just didn't want to sell.
Scrap.
Like, what are we?
Yeah.
What is food?
That's what I was really
and
asking
Slapdash are the exact opposite. Mycelia can eat anything organic, and Slapdash can eat anything else.
Yeah, okay, so I don't think we're really going to get into
questions like this, which is questions like this is one, exactly why I wanted to do them on the stream, and two, because I don't actually think we're going to roll a lot of dice tonight.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. Yeah, I have a feeling we're not going to be doing a lot of gameplay today. This is going to be an exposition session. So,
you betcha. Sorry, I meant mid. Oh yeah, you betcha.
Okay, Fargo. Anyway, Yeah, Slapdash, I originally conceived when we were. I don't want to say it was a misapprehension, more than that it was a lack in context.
Don't you know?
So when I originally came up with Slapdash, we had been traveling through a portion of the world where a whole lot of what we thought of were interdimensional portals existed. So I decided that Slapdash's power source was going to be some residue that was emanating from these portals when they opened. And so that essentially powers the memory core that at his center, that is essentially the only part of him that is a constant, whereas all other parts attached to him can come and go and be replaced.
Like Friends.
Wow, that dark. Anyway, so
right in the memory core.
Yeah, the problem is that was then revealed to be temporal portals. We still don't know what the goo is that powers Slapdash.
I mean, let's be honest, you probably don't want to know, right? Like,
well, yeah.
That
but
Mike that doesn't want to know, or Slapdash that doesn't want to know, because they each have their own interest in things.
My entire conceit for the character is that he is unaware of how or why he is a conscious sentient life form. Mm-hmm. And so he is actually intensely curious. That is his primary character motivation. But since those were retconned sort of into being temporal portals, and then we reset the universe, I don't know whether that is sustainable or whether Slapdash is basically a ticking clock about to die.
Well, since we reset the universe, we may just have, like, his first minor arc might just be figuring out what he can't eat now, because his body might be rewired a bit. Maybe he feeds on Krizarin now.
Yeah.
It would be incredibly funny if purely by happenstance he was a carb-based life form now.
A carb-based?
Right, I heard carb, but I'm really hoping you said card. Like he has to go hunt out Dexa 52.
Like carbohydrate.
Carbohydrate.
Right.
But carb is funny.
Chewy on the ship.
Well, it just, he
like cards.
Well, no, that we just call those memory chips over here.
Oh, I see. Right.
We've done that.
The silicon
That's the
cards.
standard robot.
Right.
No, but just, he's just, instead of because we're carbon-based life forms, and he is carbon? I don't know what you're talking about.
Nickel? He's a nickel-based life form.
A lot of iron.
Aluminium.
Okay.
Rubber tubing.
Aluminium?
Aluminium.
Okay, so if you're an iron-based life form, you have to replace that iron somehow, which meat does have iron. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, but essentially the concept I was going to go with was that essentially Slapdash can, with the power of his core, can incorporate.
I have the power.
Can incorporate almost anything into. He essentially confused things together that weren't meant to be fused.
Oh man, you're gonna make me look at chemistry again.
The more you know.
Yeah, and essentially he's going to bind things together and distribute his consciousness through those things, thus allowing him to move things that were not part of him as if they were now part of him. So
psychokinetic mineral control,
right? Like, how is this? Okay,
mineralnesis.
Is he doing nuclear fusion in his Krezrin reactor to create whatever it is he needs, or like, how is this happening?
I thought I just covered that. Mineralnesis.
Yeah, but like I want the science behind it.
Oh yeah. No, that's
I wasn't coming up with science. I was coming up with like weird like magic bullshit because we're cross.
That's fair.
Well, it does have a lot of weirdness to it. Like there's room for mystery.
I was trying to create Slapdash in real life and got confused. My fault.
Yeah,
that's because Slapdash is confusing. It's not your fault,
right? Yeah. So
all the way through his arc and find out his nuclear reactor.
The primary, his whole motivation and reason for being is literally to figure out how and why he works the way he does, because he doesn't know, or understand, which is why he's both the engineer for the ship, that runs on octopuses.
We'll get to that.
We'll get to the description of our ship eventually.
Right.
Yeah, so which is something I realized in the shower like an hour ago.
What's that? That the ship's
I'm
driven by octopodes?
That I'm a chief engineer for a ship that's run on octopuses?
Yeah.
You're a chief animal handler is what you really are.
Right,
You're the
yeah.
organic engineer. You're
Yeah,
the non-organic
That's a good one.
engineer.
Octopus wrangler.
Yeah, so and
You
I
have like
realized
treats? How does that work?
and also I'm also the ship surgeon. So that kind of makes sense because wait, we decided to go with a ship that runs on octopuses, so we don't need an engineer. So my whole thing in life is taking things apart, putting them back together. If I can't do that with the ship, I'm going to do it with the crew.
Yes.
Okay, to be fair, you can do it with the ship, just not with the engine, so to speak.
Right. You could be engineering other things.
So I do want to point out
that's a carpenter.
I do want to point out because we pointed out half of this a couple weeks ago, but not on stream. We have made our our can eat anything non-humanoid creature, our cook, in charge of our health in that regard, and then we've made our robot in charge of the organic life form's health. So now really what we need to do, we need to make like Lasahana purely the mechanical engineer.
Nope, she is not built for that. And I don't mean physically, I mean stat-wise. She is not.
Stats can be negotiated.
The
point being that we need to cross paths, so then we need to make Esme the botanical specialist. Just like
no, flip it, Nicole. You be the engineer, and I'll be the botanical specialist. That works a lot better.
That's fine.
Maybe Esme will be the octopus wrangler.
Yeah, but then we have organic with organic, which is less fun.
As the octopus wrangler, I'm trying to figure out like octopus. We're going to make an exception here because your average octopus only lives for like 1 to 5 years. They don't live very long.
It's very sad.
Yeah, it's very sad.
Wild sea, they're magic. Next.
Right. Yes, that won't be a problem. So where I was going with this is as somebody who'll be looking after, caring for, and arguably babysitting in the same way that you babysit a house cat.
Octopode sitting, for sure.
Right, right. Octopus sitting, right. Sitting on the octopode pad, right.
Yes, we officially nicknamed them last time during our session trying to build our ship. We named them Flotsam, Jetsam, and Driftwood.
Yep, you bet. So octopus eat, especially young octopus, they eat smaller sea creatures, fiddler crabs, shrimp, that sort of thing. Which means you're going to. I learned a whole bunch about. Right, I learned a whole bunch about how one might keep a pet octopus for all the questions I thought you were going to ask.
Did you look up how to feed a tree octopus though? Because there's a whole Wikipedia page for cryptids about tree octopi and how they eat.
About the Pacific Northwest tree octopus, which doesn't exist.
Right. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Endangered up until the point of not existing.
Endangered to the point of being a cryptid. Yes.
Right.
There's a very detailed page though that speaks it like it's absolutely real. Somebody went on a very, very thorough tear on that. Yes.
So do we want in game to reveal our actual roles since most of us have already said them, or should I just go ahead and say that one of the things Lasahana is randomly finding out about herself upon this reappearance is that now somehow she's captain. That wasn't the case before.
Yep. Yep.
So
for the
there's
stream,
gonna be a lot of like, what do you mean? Oh, and you're asking me? Oh no.
For the stream, if I could get you all to rattle off your roles, and if you don't think that role is, if you don't think the title is like self-evident, would you explain it?
So, Lasahana is captain, and then navigator, and in terms of the wild sea, has also taken attributes from the navigator. So she will be the main person to be able to steer the ship and know where we're going and how to get there. There are a couple of things from the campaign previously that happened and she now has the ability or extra skill because of said event that we have already clarified don't go away just because of the reset.
Right.
So one of the things is that if she knows a person, she knows and she thinks about it, she knows which direction that person is. That doesn't mean that she knows how the wild sea will be on the way there, or
Sure.
maybe we don't go the straight line because of whatever thing is in the way. But she does have that particular gift. And then captaining is everyone voted. And no one else wanted to, and no one else got votes, and so she is, and I don't know what she's gonna do with that, but she's not thrilled.
Yeah, we threw Lasahana in the hot seat.
Yeah, especially because she canonically has only been awake in the Wild Sea for 6 months. Maybe 7 by the end of all the events previously. So there's a lot there. But yeah, captain and then navigator, and then in the Wild Sea roles, specifically navigator. Hi, babies.
Slapdash, you want to go next?
Yeah, I was gonna say. So Slapdash is chief engineer, which I picked before we settled on Octopus as our means of propulsion. I forget whether we had like a core or an engine that was supposed to be made up of something else. Unfortunately, I can't access the rulebook now because the link is broken.
I will fix that.
Yeah, because I guess it's in your junk folder.
Is it?
Or trash.
I will fix that.
So
don't trash the book. That's
right?
Nice.
I will fix that. You were saying?
Well, I think it probably. I mean, the ship's got a lot of stuff to it besides just an engine, right? So
yeah. So, but yeah, that essentially means he's more of a carpenter than an engineer. Regardless, his role in the ship is going to be both fixing the ship and fixing the people on it, which may or may not consist of adding new parts when the old ones aren't functional anymore. So Mycelia won't have a problem because a lot of her stuff will grow back. Lasahana, and I don't know what's going to go on with Asmea. I don't even know what species Asmea even is.
Who knows?
Find out.
It's a mystery.
The mystery.
So yeah.
See if that's better.
Yeah. I'm the primary tinkerer. I have a bunch of gadgets. So it's going to be very fun to start deploying things because the gadgets weren't part of my character build before. I was a thaumaturge. I have switched to inventor as a class.
I changed her name on the stream like 10 minutes ago, and every time you say something else, it becomes more appropriate.
Yeah.
Iron Man.
Yeah. So I have gecko pad, blast boots, a chameleon suit, a blade of plating, and an impact foam chassis. Which
as one does.
As one does. So yeah, we're gonna, and I think I can start making more of these as I level up. We're starting at level 8 for clarification purposes.
Gonna be
fun. I think that's about it. I'll pass it to Mycelia because that's the only other character who was present for any of this.
Are you passing the mic?
A
2 years ago. Yeah.
So Mycelia is I just like making Heather laugh. I swear. So Mycelia is the char and the steep, which makes her the cook and also the bartender and also the tea ceremony person. So there's a little room to blend into some of the like psychological.
Everything food and drink we gave to the person who is
made of food.
That seems entirely appropriate to me. She decomposes all the leftover food scraps, right?
That's great.
Right. And so a lot of her recipes are going to be like a fermentation to a certain degree based, right?
I mean, you live in a world where fire is unacceptable, so there's a lot of there's a greater
fermentation-based things,
right? Yeah. There's a greater favoring in salt preservation and fermentation and that sort of thing already. So nobody will think that's weird,
right? She'll blend right in. Yes,
right.
Is that a tea joke?
Yes. She'll blend in. Tea blends are one of her specialties.
That's not what you did there.
And a lot of fruit and eggs and things like that because they can be easily foraged and mixed up with herbs.
Right. So,
Yeah.
like, Marcilla's reaching for the gum fruit, one for her, one for the food supply. Like,
One for me, or 5 for me, one for
one
you,
for me,
10
one
for
for
me,
you.
one for you.
right.
One for
You
the
are
bag.
hungry.
One for me.
Right. Mom used to send me out to pick berries growing up, and I'd come back with like a tub that was 3/4 full and a face that was all blue.
It's full of
Right.
blueberries. Yeah.
Like,
Yep. Everybody who
Jay,
wants
I
to be well
can't-
fed in the apocalypse should be a forager as part of their role in the community group. You know?
Like
No
what?
one's gonna know
What?
how to
Yeah, what's that you got on your face? My paycheck.
right.
Yeah. So Mycelia's character was a word bearer in the original iteration of things before the world reset. We didn't really get into that mechanically at that point, but it is a part of her backstory. So I expect it's going to feed in a little bit here and there,
right.
just not
Yes.
not in a full way, but yeah, that's just something she does. She alternates, but every time she like respawns, right, she alternates between being a word bearer and a char or a steep, depending upon how the how ends get made. So yeah. So she's very like nonplussed by a lot of things because she's been through this at least 7 or 8 times before.
Like that time at Phoenix Fox harassed your dog and they were nonplussed about it. They were like, all right, I guess.
Like, hang on there, little buddy. Yep. We'll put you over there. Yes.
Yeah, right. Like, listen, I'm not upset, but you got to stop that. Let me just.
Right.
Esme, I think it's your turn now.
It is. So, am I just sharing like my ship position, or what information?
The request was to share your ship position. Oh my word! But feel free to share anything else that you want to, like how many hit points you have.
It's classified.
That's fine.
Be classified for us, but the DM will need to know.
Right, I do kind of need to know eventually.
I hit you for 75. Ah, dang it! I only had 74.
Right.
And that's when we find out. Hi, Naomi.
Right. Oh my!
Big
The previously mentioned dog. Hi, baby.
Jessica.
For just a second there, you was headless.
Hello, puppers.
Don't make the puppers headless. What do you mean? Don't do it.
Oh man. All right. So, Esmea is the how do I want to say this? Okay, her ship position. She is we only have a couple of chats in our planning session, but yet it's so hard for me to find that. Okay. She is the gunner and communications officer on the ship.
Ooh.
Her full name is actually Lieutenant Esmea Alva. She is retired from some militia, I'm thinking, or some mercenary company. And she is from what she understands, she was hired on the ship to protect the crew, protect the people who are doing important things. She is still working in combat and communications because it is what she knows. And she has been hired on for the same wages as the rest of the crew. So just because I like building things into my characters that I find funny, whatever that means.
Look, you gotta get humor somewhere.
I also like things that will pay off in the future. And so I think it's really funny if she gets like 1/10 of a cut of the treasure instead of like 1/4 or something, whatever. But she is also the communications officer because she's cultivated that skill. So, yeah. She is an elven sorcerer for the record.
Exciting.
And she specializes in short range combat.
That's why in my notes I have you down as Corsair.
Oh yes, which yeah, so that's true. So my wild sea like specialties, so to speak, that we're like pulling from that system. She has Corsair and Tempest. Corsair gives her some I took Dirty Fighter and Surgical Strike. So
is that A dirty fighter is what it sounds like. I
Yep.
have pocket sand and I poke you in the eye.
Yep.
Okay.
Treat conflicts as triumphs when attempting to trip, knock down, blind, or stun opponents.
Yep.
Which I can think of a couple of ways to make that Pathfinder specific.
Sure. Yeah.
Surgical strike is also what it sounds like. You strike precisely without having to worry about difficulty.
Now I know what that phrase implies. My first thought was somebody like stabs you with a complicated surgeon's like a long syringe or something. Right.
They
scalpel.
exclusively use a thumb scalpel. Like
Right,
that.
I fully pictured a scalpel, not a syringe. You're
Right, one of those big
syringe.
chunky
There are
ones
better
with a
options
giant
that a
plunger
surgeon
on the back.
uses.
Right, like those creepy ones out of an old Victorian movie that's stained on the inside. You're like, that ain't never gonna be clean. You like, don't come near me with that. What the fuck?
Right.
What the fuck?
No, and then so adding to the critters for Slapdash to take care of. Just kidding. As one of my Tempest beats, they're not called that, but that is what they are.
Right. Design character traits. I don't know.
Sign character traits. I have two critters with me. I have a squall kitten that gives me a small playful feline made of roiling storm clouds. Gives your entire crew resistance to volt damage, so lightning damage, electrical damage.
Yeah.
And also relevant to this, I have a sparking eel, winds around limbs and under clothes, always moving. He has a 1-action 1d4 spark attack.
Nice. Just a little extra zap.
A little extra zap. And I think those two things work together, and I think they're friends.
That is
I've decided this is true.
Do you think the two of them are friends?
Yeah.
Do you think that the Tempest cat and La Sahana's cat, who is made out of the kind of thing that would be blown away by a tempest?
No, I think they are rivals for sure.
No, so what I was gonna ask is for Ismaya, did Whisper exist, or is Whisper new?
Oh, that's a good question.
Was she on the ship before? Because I got her on the adventures.
I don't understand the question. I don't understand why the question is directed at me.
So since you're the one who remembers things
differently,
a different timeline.
Oh,
was Whisper always on the ship since you joined, or on this day is there now a new cat with La Sahana?
I think the cat is new.
Okay.
Neat.
So
your two pets have names.
Have some rivalry. I would genuinely like eventually for the cats to at least coexist.
Hey, your cat is the one who's being threatened by mine, so that is your call.
Yeah. But I do like the idea of them starting off as wary rivals.
Well, I think it's kind of like, specifically, unless you disagree with this, I think it's kind of like big cats that move into each other's territory. It's not house cats that are like, this is my domain. Yeah. But it's like they know each other are there. They work out boundaries on where on the ship they're each allowed to go very, very quickly.
Yep.
And then they just kind of stare menacingly every once in a while.
Yep.
And then eventually they'll do something and win each other's trust, or one of them will offer a dead mouse or something like that.
Yeah. I'll offer some gum from the gum tree that we just passed.
Right.
Which we'll get back to. The storm and wind kitten, they eat gum.
Yeah. They're each, because they're not going to eat it. They're going to play with it. They're going to think it's weird.
Oh, I see. Oh, that's fair. Yeah.
Before we go to break, do your two pets have names?
Oh, that's important.
I'm very bad at names, so nothing has a name except my character.
Okay. Also, for a brief moment, you disappeared. That was very cool.
Cool. Look, in keeping with the undead jokes, every time I do something weird, I vanish. So this one shoulder is incorporeal, according to my camera.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that is because you drift in and out. So at one of the other tables I have,
when I'm not moving.
They are consistently surrounded by wraiths, and every time I describe them, they're human shaped, but they drift in and out of substance. So sometimes they have all of their face, and sometimes they don't. And sometimes they only have 3 fingers, but they're still holding things as if they had 5, right? Every time I describe that, I'm like, Nicole.
Yeah, that's fair.
I will see everybody in 15, and we'll actually get to the game.
Yeah, if I lift my arms.
I mentioned I also have a companion animal. I forgot to mention, a little spring fox.
Oh yes,
so it's a little bit
so many animal
fox.
Does Slapdash? Do you two have a mechanical squirrel or something?
He has the octopodes.
Are they his Octopo? I meant a more. I'm not saying you don't have a personal connection with Flotsam, Jetsam, and Driftwood. I meant, do you have a
Also, I don't
a
remember
more
the name that
personal
we decided on for our ship. What's our ship name?
I
The
think we
Unsinkable
settled on
Two.
Shipwreck, right?
Shipwreck.
Because that was
Shipwreck.
kind of the theme.
Cool.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So we are
I
the
will see.
shipwreck
Not Destiny.
driven by octopi.
We'll get back in
the
15 minutes.
wild.
We'll describe Shipwreck. And I need to know what your octopus look like. Well, octopus come in like 1,000 colors, for example.
I feel like Mike should be the one to pick out the pictures since he's the one caring for them.
100%.
But you should like the ones that you have to take care of.
The
based on
burden
your
of the
reaction,
octopus
can I
description is
just-
yours to bear. I will see
We
everybody in
haven't-
15.
We
Can I
haven't
just
decided if we want to
recommend
make.
the giant octopus, the Pacific giant octopus? Because you looked like you were like,
I'm gonna have to. Oh, it's more of a. Oh no, I'm gonna have to do some emergency picture.
giant Pacific giant octopus. That
What
one.
were you gonna say, Liz?
The big boys.
I was gonna say we haven't decided what Hiram was gonna be doing on the ship because he's an NPC. He's gonna be on the ship. We could put Hiram in charge of the octopodes. And Mike immediately signs off.
Also,
How
Nikki,
cruel.
the fact that you have the sunset background with your normal lighting situation really leans into the undead aesthetic.
really.
You're like, look at this glorious light behind me that still gives me no color. Also, you and I have the opposite aesthetics right now. I am in the nighttime sky and I am bright pink, and you are in the sunlight and pale. Okay.
Yeah.
BRB.
Are we on a break? Okay.
I was imagining the gum tree exactly like that.
Hee hee.
How do you do?
Hee hee.
Oh no, the camera
Adorable.
doesn't recognize my cat. There
Oh
we go.
my goodness.
Oh, you already made Lasahana.
Oh, I've had Lasahana
Oh
made.
yeah.
I've had Lasahana made since the beginning. I just made her as the background.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to make Slapdash in that. He's probably gonna end up looking a lot like oh god, the
A
IG
Warforged.
I was gonna go with like IG-88 from the Mandalorian.
That's
So-
funny.
It's because I'm a Star Wars fan who is relatively selective. I know who IG-88 is, but not from the Mandalorian. But yes.
or yeah, like one of that generation of robot, the sort of
Right,
like
right.
goofy looking
The one with the
like,
sort of spindly looking heads.
yeah,
Yeah.
kettle top sort of, spinning around.
Yeah. Hi, baby. You're so cute. Look at that face.
Catius.
Yeah, she's
Let's see your picture's having the issue mine had previously, which is why I sent it and said help.
Yeah, I cropped
Yeah.
it for her.
So it could
Yeah,
actually fit.
Is
Yeah.
that what about I can't see though? Marcelia, is that a teapot?
Yeah.
Of course.
That's great.
Yeah, Liz, I think you're gonna have to do a cropped version of this image that's a little bit lower down.
Yeah, it looks that way.
Crop out her legs.
Or
I'll work it out.
support structures.
Legs?
Baby.
I'll switch it back and I'll work it out off time. Yeah, so you can see the whole thing.
Not on stream.
I
Right.
had the same
Or
issue
well,
with the
once I
other
know I'm not
game,
gonna get looped in. Yeah.
and
Right.
my friend had to fix it for me because I'm not techie.
If
I'm
you
not-
send those to me, I'll run them through the GIMP and make them so you don't have to
That
crop anything
sounds terrible.
Hmm.
out. It's
That-
true though.
That sounds
Like
that-
a sex thing, you can say it. It's okay. Like
but also like a
Bad.
old
like a
bad.
slavery thing. Like,
You're coming up with other bad things, which means there's more than one, which means we don't say that now.
yeah.
look, that's
You
what
have
it's
to run
called.
through the gauntlet of things that it could possibly mean that are problematic.
I
Just
think
don't.
it stands for General Image Manipulation Program or something like that. It's
Hang on one
the
sec.
GIMP.
How?
It's been GIMP for years.
How in the world did they settle on that as an
You're
acronym?
thinking,
Because Photoshop belongs to
ableist
someone else.
Is what I think, Mike, that you're trying to.
Pardon?
Was that the word you were trying to think of? Ableist?
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little bit.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
It's
no,
it's a
Yeah.
nice it's
no.
it's an that particular word. I don't like saying it because last I checked, at least back in the 90s, it was a pretty disparaging term for people with disabilities.
Oh, that is a good point. I hadn't thought of that. But that is what the program's called, I swear. like,
I
it's like
across the word
Photoshop if you
because
didn't want
I
to pay
was-
ridiculous price tag.
One of the
broken.
rare instances in which I'm going to insist on the soft G.
The GIMP? You want
The
me to say
GIMP.
GIMP instead?
You could also say the GIMP. You could spell it
Sure,
out.
yeah. I don't know
Since it's-
anyone who ever has, but
Yeah.
sure.
No, I won't insist on it. I'm just this is like
No,
That
I
is a
had,
really
I had
good
some
point, though.
friends call me that when I was broken because I am a klutz, and
So
I
just
didn't
double
know the
checked.
word, and then I looked up the word, and I went, no, don't. That's not.
So
Let's not do
I just double checked because I also have used the software, and
The
I was like, I'm
logo
pretty
is-
sure this stands for something that you could just say the whole thing.
I
Which
could
is
say
GN
GNU image
GNU
manipulation,
image manipulation program, which sounds very
More
slapdash.
professional too,
More professional, yeah.
or
Right.
you could just say the image
which we
manipulator.
know is what Jay worries about.
Or you could just say GNU imp.
GNU imp. Oh,
I don't
Hell,
know.
running it through the imp is fine.
Yeah, but now I have some sort of demonic assistant that I didn't phrase as like I
Oh.
gave a shit about their feelings. Now I feel like
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
getting
does
yeah,
not
into
want to
for
catch.
sure.
I have Eclipse right here in a cat bed, being very cute. But when I try to put the camera on him, Zoom says no, there is nothing there. Nothing exists.
It's not real.
So I'm
Um,
sorry, baby. You don't get
The
your
cat
moment
is
on camera.
false.
Right. The cat is false. Right.
We cannot scan the cat. The cat is false.
So somebody
Cats aren't real. Start
He is
the
a boy, to be clear.
thing now.
The
Start the
conspiracy
conspiracy
theory.
theory now. Cats aren't real.
Right. Cats aren't real. They're plants made by the government. Slapdash, tell us about these octopodes.
Okay, so yeah, I after a cursory bit of research online, just to kind of get a general sense, I googled a weird octopus.
Oh my, that was not safe, buddy.
Yeah, it really wasn't.
Yeah, but he did it so you don't have to.
Right. So
Hey, but I
but-
know what locks are on
Okay.
my browser. I could have done that. It would have been okay.
I just need to make a note here that you did this unsafe thing instead of just asking me or Liz, because I bet.
yeah, well, I went with sorry, I googled weird looking octopus.
Okay.
Yeah,
Better. I mean,
Yeah.
not great, but better.
yeah, and I'll admit the temptation I had to make one of these a Dumbo octopus, which would have been really
Yes.
funny.
Yes. Good.
Yes.
That
Except
means
those are
that-
very small and they could not pull the ship. And I approve your choices. They're in chat because those are bigger boys.
Right. Yeah. The so we have Driftwood
Oh.
is the Pacific blue octopus. And he the big chunky fellow.
Big boy.
He's in charge.
Can I just make a note? Unless you're posting pictures,
No.
if anyone is like, "What are these?" Those are the stereotypical octopus that you see everywhere that are very red when they're on land.
Mm.
That's what those are.
So he's a big
They
chunky
have some
fellow.
great photos, by the way. They're beautiful.
hmm.
Highly
Very,
approved.
very good.
The two smaller ones are going to be the we have a coconut octopus. That's going to be Flotsam. Coconut octopus, as the name implies, literally use coconut shells and hide in them.
Those are the other very stereotypical octopi that are slightly less common in my personal experience in media.
Heather,
than
you
the
okay?
Pacific.
The cuteness overload.
They're very good.
I approve.
If you follow the link that I posted in Discord, you'll be able to see an image of one that's still hiding inside of a coconut shell.
That's adorable.
So yeah, so Flotsam is the coconut octopus. He is constantly hiding and sleeping inside of his coconut, and you have to knock on the coconut shell to wake him up, tell him it's his turn.
Like, hey, man.
Incredible.
I need to know, does that mean that his coconut shell is just attached to the front of the ship or something where he
Probably rattling loose in the hole somewhere.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Honestly.
I honestly, I think he's in the hold and literally just sleeps in there when it's
Oh
not
my
his
God.
turn to drive.
He's got his own little corner in between the beams.
Yeah, and then Jetsam is a mimic octopus who is constantly trying to disguise itself against the hull. Like, I'm not here.
If
Gorgeous.
anybody has seen the video that I know at least was going around Tumblr and Facebook a few years ago, the mimic octopus is the one that was blending into a coral reef.
Mhm.
This video was like just circulate for whatever reason, but that's this creature.
Hmm.
Also, Dumbo. If somebody is trying to look up Dumbo octopus without typing in the word Dumbo, they are also called a flapjack octopus. This has been Nikki's octopus facts for the day.
I was gonna say we picked a creature that is very
Flapjack
well loved
octopi
in this
are
chat.
so cool. They also will do this thing where I think they're just they don't care. They don't think they're cute or anything. But they have little flaps and they will like do this on their eyes. They're very good.
Dumbo octopus have got to be like the cutest things. Like,
They are
in the ocean.
incredible creatures.
You said it's called a flapjack, is the other
Flapjack
version?
octopus.
Now, hopefully short.
I
literally
sidebar.
typed
When we say
flap
flapjack,
and Google was like flapjack octopus. Of course, this is what you're looking up.
They're great. They do look vaguely elephant-esque, and I have not double-checked this, but it would not surprise me if somebody looked at that and went, "Elephant? I've seen an elephant animation movie," and then was like, you know,
when
'cause
we
they
say
have little-
flapjack, do we
they
mean
have little elephant
pancake
ears.
or
Yeah,
granola bar?
pancake.
Okay.
We mean adorable. Done.
Anyways, Mike,
Oh, yes, that was a
I
conversation from
fully
another
approve your
time that
choices,
Nikki was a
beautiful
part of
job.
that I was rerouting back to. That time we talked for like an hour about the origin of the word flapjack. It was fun. For those who are watching this who might not know, here in the United States, flapjack means kind of pancake. Not all pancakes are flapjacks. All flapjacks are a kind of pancake. As I understand it, in other places in the world, flapjack is a kind of what is essentially granola bar, which is
Which is
bananas.
wild.
Oddly, funnily, you can put bananas both in flapjacks and in granola bars.
This is one more way in which England and America have like
Beef.
beefish
Right.
for some reason.
For some reason.
Hey, and all the important things that we think are important, we align with them very solidly, which is a
Wow.
conversation.
Yeah, you know what? You're not incorrect, and I'm made uncomfortable by this truth.
Thank you.
I
I appreciate your
discomfort.
Sacrifice?
Yeah.
sacrifice. Yeah, it's what
Uh,
keeps me. It's what keeps
Sacrifice.
my processes running.
right. Blood for the blood god. You bet.
Yes.
So who wants to cover what the ship looks like? Like how does your ship move through the wild sea, for starters? The old one had bony fingers in the front.
We have the ship parts written down somewhere, don't we?
Yeah. Well, this one's piloted by the octopodes.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah, but
right,
they're
right.
not holding the whole ship on their very squishy backs.
So
Octopi do not have bones, just a parrot beak for a lot of
We-
them. Not all of them.
somewhere up here, maybe.
Do the three you have beaks?
Two of them for sure. Yeah, I think so. I think they all do.
Okay.
I would need to.
So
Double
in our
check it.
notes
Think
from
so.
what I'm looking at, we wrote about us. I don't think the notes include anything about the ship.
Okay.
So I don't remember what y'all chose.
We were writing it down somewhere, or maybe Jay
Yeah.
was writing it down.
Somebody
Was
wrote
me.
it down.
Somebody wrote it down somewhere.
noted it. It's just not in our notes chat,
I see.
which is where I just went to go be like, oh yes, this is our shit.
We can pass over that for the time being. Fine by me.
I'm checking on my notes.
I do know that we all got very excited about the octopodes.
Yeah.
Octopodes are pretty
Mhm.
great. Octopodes for life hashtag. Look, I don't know. I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
Listen, one of the reasons why I want to learn how to actually do
Octopodes. for
amigurumi,
life.
which is the little plushy crochet,
Mm-hmm.
is to make cute little creatures.
Amber, would you
Like
hand me his
that
royal
flapjack
plumpiness?
octopus is what I want to make it. Cut it adorable. I just have never attempted a 3D creature as of yet.
We don't
Okay.
have an octopus plushie, but we do have his royal plumpiness. Give me 1 second.
Can I?
His royal plumpiness.
His royal plumpiness.
Very good. Oh, I love him. He's amazing.
Bus tentacles.
Look at him.
Wonderful.
He's cute as shit.
What were you gonna say?
Can I make a suggestion? If you're
Sure.
doing
Amigurumi?
Fiberworks octopi.
Yeah.
Because I've never seen this, and I'm sure someone's done it, and it just the idea makes me laugh. You should do a blanket that is shaped like a blanket octopus. Blanket octopi have like the same length. I'm not. This is not a size statement. This is a proportion statement. They have the similar long, spindly tentacles that like the Pacific Northwest and other ones do, but they also have like skin flaps.
They
go, like,
look like floating
3/4
algae.
of their arms, so they spread all their tentacles out, and they just have like a circus tent of
This
of
looks-
octopi, and
It
then
looks
that's how
like
they're built.
floating algae.
It's neat.
What?
It looks like floating algae.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
his
yeah,
royal plumpiness is Cthulhu, as you can see, who has
Yes,
been
of course
reduced
it
to a
is.
snuggly scoosh ball.
Okay.
Which I have to say,
Can
for
you
an eldritch terror, has got to be real depressing.
Okay, but I for a second there, if when you hold it up just like that, just can you turn it down just a little bit? Because I thought honestly, until if at the wrong angle, that looks like a broccoli.
It does.
Ah.
It does.
Like,
So
behold the unknowable evil, older
my
than
my
men's
favorite
hatred.
is that I have a
It's so cute.
t-shirt that I wish was softer, so I'd actually wear it more. That says free hugs, and it looks like it could be either a baby Mind Flayer or a baby Cthulhu. And either way, I love it. Because either way, don't do it.
Like, the mind fall. I mean, arguably the mind flayer and Cthulhu, the line's pretty thin.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the line is real thin. Because one came from the other, you know. So your ship, you're on your ship. It is the blossoming of spring, which is why the gum fruit is all over the place. It's a warm, sunny day. The air is pleasant. The bough of branches underneath do a little bendy, snappy, but like a normal, healthy, not freakish amount. Everybody's happy, I guess.
I think
You see
We
We do
other
have a
sailors
ripsaw
doing
prow
their
on our ship, by the way.
what now?
We do have a ripsaw prow on our ship, by the way.
I see.
yeah, you
Mostly
found the
our-
notes of what we have. Woohoo!
Because sometimes flotsam and
Somebody wrote
jetsam
it
don't
down.
want to have to like rip the thing apart when you could just deploy a saw and
Yeah, for
Right.
sure.
because it's a lot of work for them. They ain't got bones.
right?
Yeah, well, so because essentially what we do is the two of them will sort of navigate forward, like with like reins off to the diagonals to the ship,
Yeah.
and then the ship will actually just cut through the stuff that's directly in front of it.
Sure. Right. Yes.
Uh,
I found all our notes. Thank you, Mike, for your notes. I had to scroll back through the things for a while to get to it, but I did find our notes on the ship design.
And
Nice. Ow. So, armed with that, is there anything that the viewer or I might need to, or the rest of the team, that anybody you think needs to know for the ship, so that like you don't have say they don't plan around expectations that they think they have that they don't. Like, if your ship isn't submersible and the team goes, "Hey, let's submerge," and you go, "Wait."
We are not submersible.
or
Um,
can you copy paste those notes into the notes chat so that we can find those easily again?
I will do so. However, as soon as I started to look at it, it scrolled down because I got new messages on the chat.
Oh no!
So it's gonna take me a minute too because I bumped the spot where it goes new messages and
Oh,
Oh no!
so it's gonna take me a second
it when that
to
happens.
scroll back to the right
So,
spot. As soon as I do
so
it,
you
I
guys
will
were
do that.
asking me before whether I have my own pet. I
Yep.
do. However, I'm going to have to retcon it a little bit because it's an artillery spider, and Heather doesn't like those.
Oh,
So just call it something
Tragic.
else.
So maybe I have
Make
an
a little-
artillery. I have an artillery Dumbo octopus.
amazing.
Yes.
See? Perfect. Perfect. I feel like that's a perfect substitution.
okay.
And so
Can
instead of
I
having a little
ask-
instead of having a little mouth, he has just a little cannon. Boom, boom, boom.
Like a Pokemon or something. That's fantastic. I mean, if Slapdash is hanging out with it, it's probably a Digimon.
So, just to be clear, if we ever do merch, the first 4 plushies are the octopus,
Yes.
and then followed by the 4 other on ship pets.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
And we can sell the octopodes both separately and as a set, right? Slightly discounted price.
you
You buy all
can't.
4 at once.
Jay, you can't
What?
separate them.
Yeah, you're right. That would be wrong.
That would
Yeah.
be wrong.
That
They're
would
a
be
So
wrong.
if you
family.
so what you do is if you buy a singleton, they then get stickers of the other 3.
Oh,
Hey,
I like that.
I like that. Diversify the merch we don't even have yet.
Yep.
But we said that about the last thing.
We
and
sure
I have
did.
a spider
Sure
with a,
did.
a bite
And then
spider
there ended
with a
up
ball
being a
gag, cute
3D
gag. Yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
I still don't have one.
You still don't have one
Rip.
because Aya hasn't sent them because the tariff situation is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Because I
Sorry,
asked her that the other day. I go, hey, I'm not rushing you, but I am curious as to whether or not there is a tracking number. And I went, oh no, because I haven't sent it yet. And I went, oh, that's okay.
I
Again,
didn't
not
see,
upset. How come?
I didn't realize this was an international production.
Right. And she went, because your tariff situation is bug nuts. And I went, but I pay the tariff. And she was, that's true. But the clogging of nonsense at the port means that the act of shipping it in the first place on our
Is
side is a
dangerous.
goddamn nightmare.
Yeah.
Like, it's not about the money you pay, it's about the frustration I suffer.
Yeah. For
Fair
sure.
enough.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think I got the notes that are relevant copied in there. I had to do photos, screenshots though, because of the way that they went in. It would have been a million different copy pastes.
Mhm.
Bless you. Thank you.
Yes. Mm-hmm. We do have a
And
copper
we've talked
hull
about
as
this.
one of
Heather
the
went to
things,
religious
yeah.
college. She can, in fact, bless you.
Wait, who did?
I did.
Oh, right.
It's fine.
Heather's one of the only people I know that could perform lay on hands and actually heal your wounds. That's pretty neat.
I don't think that's how that works.
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
no,
No, you don't
Anyway.
think that's how it works?
so,
Yeah, I don't think you get a
I don't get
level
to
in.
magically cure someone by putting my hands on them, but if they
Yeah.
say excuse me and I say bless you, you are blessed. And that's not even because of the religion, that's just because I'm that awesome.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
I
was gonna
see.
Yeah, I was gonna say because
Clearly.
I'm like usually like the closest you get to that is like, oh, I'm legally allowed to marry you in certain places.
With all of the things I have done for my friends, I am not ordained.
Yet.
Yet.
I am
Yet.
waiting on
Coming.
it, actually. I am waiting on that request at some point in my life, but it has not happened yet.
Mm.
And when
What?
it does, she'll be like, I'm not ordained. Give me a couple days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get online.
Just got to get that
Anyway.
online certificate.
Right?
Depending on where you live, that can be really easy, apparently.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is extremely funny.
I just keep being the maid of honor, which is fine. I'll take
I
that.
see.
That's great.
So the ship,
The sheep.
Yes.
The sheep.
the sheep.
Is it-
Whoa, the sheep.
No, not the sheep.
Your octopus,
ship.
your octopodes are pulling a sheep
Oh,
that you're all
those
sitting
are
inside
the
of.
octopi snacks.
This is a mad menagerie real fast.
I have had a line in a show that has been very bad because of those two words almost getting mixed up with other words as well. I don't need that to come into this game.
Got to keep
You
your
have been
sheep.
warned.
Got to keep your sheep shape.
That's a good one.
Ship.
I tried to back you up,
and-
Heather. I wanted on record that I tried to help, and
I
Mike
appreciate your
immediately
assistance. Unfortunately, our siblings conspired against me.
So I just want to note that when your sheep shit on the ship,
No,
No,
see
no.
now you're asking the other words, Nicole.
I'm helping.
No, you're not.
You've
I didn't
introduced
mix
a
them up
T to
once.
this equation. How dare you?
You gotta
Anyway.
you gotta clean the shit to keep your ship.
Right. You've got to get the sheep ship spick and span on the sheep ship.
You got
Right.
to shovel the sheep shit
Ah!
into the incinerator.
Ah!
Anyway,
Heather,
anyway, so what's on our boat?
You
Not
are.
sheep.
Hopefully, like
I don't want any sheep on our ship, please.
no shit.
So what's
Yeah.
on our ship?
What's on the boat?
Again, you are hopefully. Like,
What is attached to
So
the thing
oh,
we
I
are
can't answer that.
sailing?
You'd have to
Yeah.
ask Liz.
we have a hull made of Exile's copper,
Yay.
which helps us be more light and nimble. We have a standard size, so we can fit everybody comfortably.
Beautiful.
Nice 6.5.
We are-
You bet.
We are equipped for salvaging. We are powered by tree octopi. We also have that
The
ripsaw
last-
prow that I mentioned before. We have
Mhm.
broadside cannons, a medical bay, a wrecker's magnet, firefly lanterns, and rig ropes. We also have a galley for my kitchen, and we have a night farm where I am growing some of the ingredients for my teas.
Oh,
Club's
man.
just gonna wear
I
the
read
blanket
and
now.
play too many things said in the past because you said night farm, and my brain immediately went night soil, and I went, we just got rid of the whole shit problem.
Well, that's where the sheep shit goes. It
Ah,
composts
there
down
it
and
is.
becomes fertilizer.
See, now you don't help.
Don't-
Now you're off.
oh,
No, no,
Don't
now
It's
go
too
you're
late.
vegetables
That
in the night
that
farm.
shit ship has sailed. It's too late.
Okay, now when
It's
you
all
said
mushrooms, don't worry.
now
Ship sails, then you gotta recalibrate.
Recalibrating.
because when you said night
Maybe.
farm, my first thought was add a K to the front. And just this is a farm where we grow nights. That's weird. Like just you just
Hold on,
gotta
so
till
it's
the
been a-
soil
been
and
a
they
hard
pop.
It's been a hard harvest this
need-
year. I'm
we
running
need
low on
some
the
kind
paladin
of
yield.
iron harvesters for your flesh. So knights are close enough because those things are got a lot of iron in them.
Yeah, look at all
Which
that
is not
armor.
flesh, very specifically inorganic.
Yeah, but like Slapdash doesn't have hull plating. I don't know what to call his outsides yet.
Exterior?
Yeah, but
Cladding?
that has some other implications.
Does it? What? Whoa.
We're not
You
going
just
into
gotta-
this. Keep
Well,
moving on.
Slapdash, do you have a butt? Do you have an exterior posterior?
This is an important question.
It is, right.
I was gonna say that he has a rich inner life, but
Oh, an
um,
interior
rich
to be
outer life.
envied. What?
Because of rust.
anyone watching this to hope to actually get to just watch a group of people play a game and tell a
No.
story.
It's
No,
literally just
we,
Rinker
we,
right now.
we
Every time.
accidentally get a story told. It's not. It's the byproduct, not the goal.
I would like to amend my statement. Slapdash has an oxygen-rich outer life because iron is prone to rusting. It's a transition metal because I did
Oh
some
my
chemistry
gosh.
double checking in the break.
But we'll just galvanize him. He'll be good to go. Then he can like
That's
stay on-
true. That's true.
He can stay outside your
Cres-
home and like
Creserionize
rivet
it?
down the sheets and stuff. It'll be fine. The sheets
So-
on the ship sheet.
So Lasahana comes to at the
slick
helm.
ship sheets.
Uh-huh.
Where does
Yep.
everyone else wake up?
Heather's gonna get this back on track if it kills her.
The fact that it's me getting us back on track is wild.
lovely.
Dangerous, yeah.
Lasahana's
I
just
think-
falling with all her might.
Lasahana's like, I guess I'm captain. So
Right.
Yeah,
focus.
Lhasa, I
Right.
think everyone just materializes on like the bridge of the ship, whatever the
Mhm.
closest thing equivalent to that is, because it's going to be Lasahana's going to be at the helm.
Mhm.
Mycelia and Slapdash will be just probably behind her near the doors, and then
Esmea is at the gunnery because
right, and immediately as soon as Maya even so much as breathes funny, Slapdash is going to just orient in her direction and just go, intruder alert, intruder alert.
when you do that, Esme immediately looks around to see where the intruder is
Of
because
course.
you're a trusted compatriot and she believes you.
Just looking around for
Lasahana's
the
looking
intruder.
around, sees that this is a new ship. And
Got to
takes
commit
in what
to
I'm
the
assuming are
Commit to the bit.
signs of
A bit to the
us
bit.
having made ourselves comfortable on the ship. Like I'm sure she recognizes some of Mycelia's stuff over there and
Mhm.
some things that maybe Slapdash was tinkering with over there. And like she's gonna see some of her own like navigational stuff out with her own handwriting, and she's gonna be looking around and she's gonna go,
Okay.
nope, Slapdash, nope, no intruder.
Mycelia comes trucking up from downstairs going, wait, because last year, remember, she was a lot closer to Lasahana. Is like,
Yep.
wait, okay, here we go again.
Yep.
Just runs up the stairs, hears you shouting, here's intruder alert, comes up. She's got the
Intruder alert,
Nope.
unexpected
Uh,
biosignature.
Pats her head,
There.
finds a captain's captain's hat that she's not wearing because I haven't added that to her picture. No. Come
Yes,
here. Come here.
yes.
Come here. Come here. Come here. Just waving the two of you over. Come here.
Why? What?
Hi.
We're
You're
in the
okay.
reset.
Where?
I can't whisper.
We're in the reset. This is
it worked.
the reset.
Right.
So that's
We don't
probably not an
know if
intruder.
we're the intruders or not.
Calculating, right?
Recalculating.
Computing.
Recalculating.
Computing.
Mac, you said that.
Ascertaining nature of the universe. Hold, please.
I'm picturing the GPS arrow just going. Woo. Well,
So I
My
don't
GPS
have-
hated me whenever it still hates me. I just have the volume off now. Where I'll I press start and then I'm not paying attention to it for the first like 30 minutes because I know where I'm
Mhm.
going.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it's like rerouting. Where are you going? Rerouting. Nope, come back.
Rerouting.
Shut up, you. Beep.
So as this is occurring, so I don't have an image for Esme yet because I have her in my mind's eye and nowhere else.
It's a good place. It's a nice, safe place.
She is about 5'6", 5'7". She's short for a stereotypical fantasy elf because I don't actually know what our standards are in this game.
Mm.
We haven't defined elves as a creature. Oh, careful, princess.
I mean, if we haven't, should we start? Shouldn't it? Wouldn't it be better to
Well,
just not
but
have
it's
preconceptions?
fine.
Yeah.
No, she has like dusty pale or dusky brown skin. It's more of a lighter brown skin and red hair. And she is looking around still kind of like don't see anything. And then because she is familiar with Slapdash's nature, she without turning to him because she's trying to look for the intruder, she goes, Slapdash, status report, intruder station or intruder location.
And he looks confused. Like,
Sorry,
that's
my
great.
alarm went off.
Who the fuck are you?
Uh-oh.
She just laughs. And she says, "Oh, we'll reboot your memory circuit later. What's going on right now?"
We'll reset your personality because we're buddies.
There's been a blip.
That memory glitches a lot.
No, she thinks he's kidding because that's a robot joke. It's funny.
Because it's a robot joke. It's fun. Just a little binary humor.
Just a little binary humor. Oh, it's just a slip circuit. It's fine.
It's fine.
You give us a status report because I think there's been an anomaly and I don't know.
She nods and goes, "Yes, Captain." So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's good. It's got to be weird, right? Somebody.
This is a very different character.
Esme, would you make
Congratulations on your promotion, Lasahana.
Lasahana once again feels the hat and goes, "Oh shit, okay."
Yeah, she goes, "Yes, Captain. Munitions are all aboard. Our supplies have been loaded. We've got everything ready to sail. Last report from my crewmate here was that the octopi are ready to go and everything's ready for cast off when you are."
Can I see you in my cabin? Maybe?
Absolutely, ma'am.
Great.
Is it, ma'am? This is
I'm
out of
picturing
character.
a bunch of people going, "Oh, you're in trouble," with the principal's office tone.
Mycelia.
Well, no, because she's in charge. This is a normal officer's meeting.
Oh, right. Yes, I know. I just,
Right.
in my head, I was picturing a bunch of random
I see.
preteens that popped at one.
Okay,
Just
but genuinely for Lasahana, would it be ma'am or what is her
Oh, that's a very
preferred
good question.
designation? Because
God.
as they would know.
I think either Lasahana or Captain.
Captain. All right. Yes, Captain. Absolutely.
Mycelia, take the helm. Okay.
Oh, sure.
Gonna go down into the cabin and gonna ascertain which one is hers based off of, again, like what her own decor would be on her door. Like, if this one looks like mine, and I walk in, I'm like, okay, yeah, and there's some more of my navigation stuff, and
Yeah, you'll find that the captain's quarters is outfitted as if you had outfitted it, right?
Yep,
Because
it's
in this
sure.
timeline, you did. You just don't
Okay.
remember doing it.
And then she's gonna close the door and turn to you and go, "So
Listen.
something happened."
Oh God. Oh, no. You're about to try and explain a dragon break to somebody who didn't experience it. Oh God.
Nope. Just something happened, and
kind of thing.
my understanding of life, the universe, and everything is very different than where I'm standing. And I know a potential reason for it, but I do not know the outcome. So
she's waiting patiently in a parade rest.
I do not know where I am, who you are, what this ship is, but I do know Slapdash and Mycelia. I have not seen other people on the ship as of yet to know if I know them. I know the three of us went through something of a doozy that I don't know how it impacted everything else. And I understand if this sounds absolutely bonkers. I am going to need from you a full total rundown as if I have lost all my memory until this moment.
There is a slightly puzzled frown on her face. But she very politely acquiesced. She said, "Of course, Captain." And she explains, this takes a while. There's a lot of info. She's very thorough.
Yeah.
But she explains that she doesn't know anything prior to about 6 months ago, which is when she signed on. She's had a great time working here. It's a great crew, great set of people. She's, Lasahana's a wonderful captain. She really likes joking around with Slapdash. Mycelia is an interesting person. She likes to get to know. She's really enjoying this job. And that they've been going around salvaging other ships that have had something happen to them. They've had a couple of rescue missions because this is not an ocean world, so just because your ship goes down doesn't mean you drown and die. They've had a couple of salvage missions. They've Made friends at several different ports. She explained, she gives you the rundown on like the
Who's on
animals
crew.
on board. I don't, have we named the gunnery flapjack octopi? The other 3 have names.
Yeah,
Wait,
did we name the little tiny?
I have not named my Dumbo octopus cannon yet, only because I only invented the fact that it exists about 5 to 10 minutes ago, so I have not had time.
Out of character, I would like to nominate Shooty Shooty Bang Bang, but you do you. So she, without me having to worry
Cannon
about
fodder?
Down to Shooty.
huh?
Shorten down to Shooty.
Right.
Yeah, or Flashbang. We like calling him.
Ah,
Flashbang.
So she listens, she takes it all in, and goes, in your time here, has there been any experience, conversation, anything about temporal rifts and the origin of the wild sea and issues with time and nature?
She looks even slightly more confused and a little bit concerned now, starting to crack the facade. And she goes, no, that's no, not at all.
I
did some,
yes, something happened, and I take it didn't include you. And I'm gonna say canonically, Lasahan's memory of what happened previously is, there was so much. She knows the traumatic moments. She could give you the big highlights, but she doesn't actually know how long it took. She's not gonna remember. Oh yeah, we ate this for dinner, because she was always constantly having. Similar to real trauma, right? Like she's processed what she had to in the moment. She wasn't worrying about the other details at the time. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I don't know who all it impacted. I do know Slapdash and Mycelia probably, from how they seemed up on deck, are in the same boat as me. And I'm gonna need your assistance in getting us all up to boot and up to speed. And I fully understand any concerns that this means. Because this sounds crazy and it feels crazy and I feel crazy.
Poetry. No, that's out of character.
But you seem to have a great head on your shoulders. And so I need your assistance in our transitioning into this space.
She looks genuinely touched because, you just met her, but like her experience of you over the last 6 months-ish.
Yeah.
She appreciates, praise really means something to her. And she salutes, hand over her heart, and goes, absolutely, anything you need. Just let me know.
Can you introduce yourself to Slapdash and tell him your role on the ship? Because I am pretty sure, I'm about 90% sure that he was identifying you as the intruder, which is what told me that we were in a different scenario than what the 3 of us were experiencing previously.
More genuine concern.
Yep.
On her face, like, oh no.
So, it's gonna take a bit to adjust, but I'm glad that this is where we've all landed.
She says, would you like me to get the ship's logs for you?
That would be wonderful. Thank you.
Mycelia, you're outside on the deck, right? In the process of steering the ship. Would you make a perception roll?
Sure.
I am going to say canonically, Percival is in my cabin.
Percival is...
The leaf cat?
That's what I thought. Okay.
No,
that's not right.
Whisper is my cat.
Whisper.
Right, yeah.
Whisper.
I was like, Whisper. Who's Percival?
Percy.
Percy the beauty poinsettia.
Oh, don't make me feel crazy over Percy.
I forgot Percival was the full name for the poinsettia.
Oh, that's great. My cabin,
except
has never been touched by Cresrite, has never been corrupted, has never had any of that, and is thriving.
Beautifully.
Right.
I love that we have a temporally transcendent plant. That's
Yes.
great.
Just because
Speaking of which,
Yes,
Hiram's
I
gonna have
completely
to.
forgot that his full name was Percival. My apologies to the plant.
I never actually went that way. I only named him after the Christmas song.
Oh, I see.
Nonetheless,
Well, he's very
but
he's
formal
now
plant.
Percival.
Right,
yes,
right.
and Hiram is gonna ask
Sir
you if you.
Percival.
It will eventually, if when he appears, we'll eventually ask you if the two of you can share custody.
No. I do.
It's
Can
in her
I-
cabin. Hiram has to look after him though.
Can I
Water,
rule
water,
because
water,
Percy's
water.
in the cabin that he's actually just resting on the logbook?
Yeah.
Nice.
So Esme turns to go get the logbook and just pauses for a second, looking at the plant like you're new too.
Ah.
Yep, he sure is.
Mycelia, how'd you do on that roll?
I rolled a 13 and I have a plus 15 to perception.
Oh
My
goodness.
God!
Those spores get everywhere, huh?
Right. Mycelia sees all.
She's been around a while.
Literally, there's some are over there, and some are over there, and some are over there.
She's
See,
actually
Lucas.
seeing from her own previous existence because
Right.
as she's died and reformed, not all of her came. So there's a little bit over here that are her own spores that she
A
notices
little
and
bit of
things out of.
mycelia in the
And it just-
vents.
it goes- It's that extra like sixth sense. Like I just know that this is true. That's how
Right.
she knows.
Yes,
She doesn't know.
I
it's how
got
she-
deja vu here. We might want to steer clear of this spot.
Yeah,
I got a
somebody
bad
to write-
feeling.
I need to hire somebody to make mushroom number 5 the dance number. It'll be a good time.
Do it.
If mushroom names were only more pronounceable, it would work. Right?
I was gonna say it's just
Little bit of
mushrooms
lion's
instead
mane
of
in my
actual
life.
people's
I
names.
think with the right nerd, I can make it work.
Yeah.
I can make the. I
Excellent.
don't know why you're going elsewhere. I'm making it happening already.
Right. Keep that
Singing
problem
all
in
the
house.
way
Already
to
planning
Lord.
and plotting.
No, but before we get attacked,
Yes.
I do want to note that Esme very, solidly. He's a plant. He's got weight to him, but very carefully picks up the pot, moves it aside, and hands Asahana the logbook.
Thank you. I'll be out in a little bit. If you have any further questions, this is where I'll be. And if you need me out on deck, just call.
She salutes again and leaves the cabin either now or after something happens, depending on the timing.
I'm gonna start looking through the logbook, start with like yesterday and move backwards.
Sounds good.
So that, if a crew member comes up and goes, "Hey Captain, our location or what's our destination?" and she's like, "I don't freaking know. I'm still on day 2 of the 6-month log." Like, she's gonna work
Right.
backwards so she can answer their immediate questions and then get more background.
Mycelium, you hear 2 people in the ship next to you screaming at the top of their lungs about a Noijatan monkey bird. What? And there is what would appear to be a yellow plumed monkey bird flying towards you.
I'm guessing
I
that's
do
the
need to
thing
ask,
directly
is
over
that
your
what's
head.
in your picture?
No,
Yeah.
no, that's
you
a
sure?
giant
'Cause that-
mutated. Yes, that's a squirrel with problems. This is just a monkey bird.
A monkey bird. Okay, just because is
Forgive
it a
us.
common enough animal that I would just recognize it, or should I do a nature roll?
Oh no, they're very common.
Okay.
They
Is
are
this a
they
wild
are
sea
just
specific where I could maybe look up a picture, or is this all in your brain?
I actually borrowed this from an old cartoon. A
Great.
monkey
So
bird
what's it-
is a
what
type
did you
of
say it was
people.
called again?
A monkey bird.
Nope, the whole thing. What was
Oh,
the
no,
whole-
Jatan is a swear.
Oh,
Okay, great. So a monkey.
A monkey bird. No,
That was a flying
Jatan is a
monkey.
cuss. Like
These pictures are
That goddamn
horrible.
flying
Okay.
creature.
pretty much right.
So-
Yes.
so
So
they're from a
monkey birds
cartoon, then
are
those aren't-
just as monkey birds have just as much personhood as elves and ironbound.
I need you to
Right.
find the picture because these pictures are all different and terrifying.
Oh yeah, don't do that.
probably a lot of Wizard of
late.
Oz stuff.
Nope, that was later down. That wasn't the first few.
Let me get you a
That
picture
was
of
also
them.
the less terrifying of the images. That one made the most sense. Yeah, don't
Interesting.
Google it, guys.
Yeah, don't do that.
Well, now I want to.
Don't do that.
So if it's very common and it's a cartoon from another environment, I'm gonna need some frame of reference on how dangerous it is and what I should be doing in response.
Monkey
to
birds
this thing.
are not especially dangerous. They tend to be, because the people they come from, obviously no one group is a monolith, right? But monkey birds tend to be parts of crew members, parts of crew because they can fly.
They are made up of parts of crew members. Okay,
no,
continue.
no. Monkey birds tend to end up on ships because they can fly, which is an incredible asset in a setting where no other faction or people can do that. But they also historically eat a lot, enough that they might not be worth the stress, and become very, very whiny if they don't get enough to eat. Like, I am full and
Just
I
like
would
my
be
cats.
reasonable for me to stop eating, and I am starving is over here. I will stop whining is way over here.
Just like my cats.
Just like your cats,
Okay.
right? Monkey birds are monkey bird people who behave like cats, right? Which means they are worth the stress most of the time. Monkey bird crew members are notorious for smelling something that they think is yummy on somebody else's ship and just going to get it. They don't really consider that to be meaning. It's not that it's not theft. It's that to them, the sacrifice you have made for the good of the monkey bird is acceptable. Like,
Sure. As you do.
As you do.
So are the two people that were on the ship next to us, and I don't have any frame of reference for how many ships are around us right now, or where exactly we are. But are those the two people that were screaming at the top of their lungs then?
Yes,
or...
they are upset because they have presumably asked the monkey bird to do, who almost certainly has a name, to do something that is not this, right? And they have chosen to come get what looks like one of those pieces of fruit that you picked. And to end, before somebody asks, yes, they could have easily reached a piece of fruit that was hanging from a branch right in front of them, just like you did. But then with the one you have, because you have it.
Oh, they're specifically coming for my.
They're specifically coming for my Mycelius pocket fruit. Yes.
Well,
I do real quick want to note I have about 8 minutes and then I have to.
Yeah, I was actually thinking we'd stop it here because for reasons I won't tell you about at this moment.
Sounds good.
So the monkey bird is coming towards you. They're like an ordinary person. It's like if a dwarf. They're a person, right? They're just as personhooded as elves and dwarves and ironbound and everything else. They're just, as a rule, tend to be awfully fussy. So their said monkey bird is flying towards you, going, "Hey, how's it going there?" I'm picturing a very, very thick Minnesota